The following video is brought to you by the guys at the Wrecking and Racing Podcast, a NASCAR podcast made by the fans for the fans. Check them out at www.wreckingandracing.com, facebook.com/wreckingandracing, and Twitter at Wrecking and Racing. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of Motorsport Manager. And when we last left off, we went to the Ardennes, and Enrica got a win, and Falco finished fourth right off the podium. Not bad, a very good points day for us. There are 5 races left to go, and Vancouver, Canada is where we're going. You can see a high tire wear here, so we will be practicing on the Super Softs. Medium fuel burn, so we're not going to be pitting for fuel so much, and no chance of rain. That is what I like to see. So the question is, if we bleed 2 million a race, that's obviously not going to be enough to get us through the last 5 races. We will need bonus points, but I believe, indeed, 2 slots are open, 3 and 2 for sponsorship. So let's go ahead and continue. Car repair is done. Indeed. Let's go ahead to the car and look at the improved parts. And let's see, those 2 are topped off, and topped off. Really, our staff doesn't have anything to do. Well, we've got some performance here to do, so let's work on those brakes. The engine is all set. Gearboxes are all set. Let's work on our suspension pieces as well. And then we will also work on the... let's see, that spoiler there, one day after the race. So we'll get all of these parts ready to go. I don't think we're going to be building any more parts. It just depends on our payday for sponsorship dollars. So they will work and strive to get those parts up and running. We have 6 sponsors here. So slot 3. All right, some 2-star sponsors here. Second or above for 1 million flat out. Now that will offset our costs, but I don't think we're going to be finishing second every single race. That's really tenuous. So I will take second or above, but mainly for the $1.25 million upfront payment to help us float some of these costs to the end of the year. And then slot 2. So upfront payment, we've got $1 million flat for 10 races. That's $100,000 per race. 4 races, $450,000 upfront payment. So the question is, do we just want $100,000 flat per race? You know what? It's actually better for us, I believe. Let's see, 85,000 times 4. Crap. So calculating this up, this is $340,000 when it's all said and done. This is $1 million, but over the course of 10 races. So can we make $700,000 more over 6 races? That is indeed the question. And I think we can, but I think it would be better to take the upfront payment, $100,000 per race, guaranteed, and it will help us float the cost till the end of the year. I think that's what we really need to focus on, is finishing in the positive. So $7 million, that helped us out a lot as far as that's concerned. When we look at our calendar, let's see, I don't think we're good to build a part as of yet. Let's just say that. We want to sort of keep our balance well and good. So we'll go ahead and do that. We might try to build a part towards the end of the year. If we know we can make it, then we'll be all set. And especially if there is another sponsorship opportunity in 2 races' time, our big primary sponsor fires as well. And also, after the 4th race. So we do have the opportunity to build one more part, I believe, before the race, or before the year's end. That's going to be fine. 40% chance of rain, that's not what that thing said. I know the scouting facility and all that good stuff. All right, International GT is running at my favorite racetrack, the Phoenix Oval. Good on you, Jakob Vosu. Good on you, good sir. And now we are heading to Vancouver. Let's take a look at the mail as it stands. Piaget, near the end of the career. Let's see, we'll be looking to add to his trophy. Enrica is a she, last I checked. Anywho, so parts should be good. If we look at the car, They're working to improve the parts. Yeah, just 1 point off of each. So those parts are pretty well maxed out fairly well, I must say. I think we can get 6th or above in Vancouver. Make sure our parts are good. I know Enrique is unhappy, but we've got completely repaired parts here. So we've got Falco. You know what? Since these engines are the exact same, and Enrique is in a better spot, that's what I'll do. I will give Enrique the better engine. That adds 50 additional top speed. If Enrique is going to be our go-to driver, more consistent, I think we can give her a better engine. You know, just sort of keep that on the down low. But yeah, that should be fine. So both drivers are content. That should be awesome. We are heading to Vancouver. I will see you after qualifying. All right, ladies and gentlemen, qualifying is done, and Enrique sits on the pole. Falco runs 7th, so not a bad thing. As far as that 40% chance of rain, I'm not seeing it. Track grip is going to go up, so we will run the Ultras down that we used in Q2 and be on super softs the rest of the race. We've got the super soft tires and the race trim, both 15% increase. And let's do it. Let's just see what we have for the field here. Now, I gave Enrique that better engine. So on these tires, she should be able to fly. And with her being ahead of Falco in the points, I mean, we need her to really do well. Falco's already losing a spot there, but we need Enrique to sort of gap the field a bit. We've got 12 laps in the tank, a 28-lap race. So if we can save a few laps over the course of both of these runs, then we should be fine. Looks like second place, Cruz is really pressuring Enrique a bit. But with that engine bonus that she's got, she may be able to run away from these guys to basically simulate a better engine than what we have. Ibarra has the fastest lap. Ibarra is running there in 12th. So, you know, good on Ibarra, but not really good in the grand scheme of things, is it? Enrique is using her charge, though. The team cars, Cruz and Bergman, are really pressuring, and those are the leaders of the championship. We expect them to run up front really well consistently, so it's not surprising to see them up there. Yes, you can, Falco. You can get by El Sadat if you just believe in yourself and go. Luckily, the drivers are feeling okay. A 7.6 rating for Falco and a 6.8 for Enrique. Hopefully, Enrique gets pumped a bit in this race, leading laps and all that good stuff. Hopefully, she will be able to dictate the pace and the flow. Everyone is within 7 seconds of each other, still a tight-knit group. And as long as Enrique can stay in front, that is all that matters. The team car is battling side by side there, trying to get around Enrique, but she holds them off. And I think a lot goes to that engine, especially once we get on super softs, where the performance increase is really going to pick up. We'll have some longevity in the tires, and everything should be good. Looking at the rain situation, doesn't look like it's going to come until after these pit stops are done. So that's all well and good. I think we will go Enrique fighting hard there for the lead. She held him up a bit. That's all well and good. I think Falco will pit next time by. So go ahead and chew up your tires as much as you can here, Falco. And then we will pit Enrique the time by after that. Let's go ahead and put Enrique on a neutral run. And then Falco, actually Falco pit this time, please. I don't like the look of that. All right, we'll top off fuel. Not a whole lot of time on pit road. And then once Enrique gets past pit road, we will tell her to pit next time by for her super soft tires. Fill up the tank as much as we can there. Only an 8-second pit stop there. So yeah, tires were getting chewed. Here comes Falco down pit road. Jack is up, tires are on. Fuel is in, he's down and away. And we'll just run a neutral tire wear run here. Enrique, let's go ahead and push you a bit. She's riding in 3rd, and everyone around her seems to be pitting as well. And it looks like Bergman and Partanen are doing a better job of maintaining their tires here. I don't know why Enrique is dropping back like that, but she is. All right, we'll go nice and conservative on pit road. We'll see how she fares here. Here comes Falco. 4 tires are on, lap 12 and 13. So Enrica down and away, and Falco actually makes up ground on those pit stops, which is interesting. All right, we'll push these tires a bit. We'll settle in. So temperature will drop just a touch, but it looks like the rain is not coming in. So our strategy is set. We're 18 and 21 seconds back here. There should be some cars on pit road that we will make the leapfrog on. Falco will complete the pass, but Enrica will settle in behind the guys on fresh tires. So that is Parton, and that was the leader before all of this began. And yeah, we're just holding a steady wheel here, seeing if we can gain any ground. I think we can go to 4 times and just keep watching that weather. Keep watching that tire wear. So Falco should be on pit road first between himself and Enrica. And it looks like Falco's getting hounded by Partonen, who is on much fresher tires. Everyone else is on those super softs as well. Falco gave him a run. And yeah, that cloudiness made it look like it was getting ready to rain, but no water is predicted in the forecast. We're almost to halfway as far as the length is concerned. We'll just go neutral on the tires as they're about to blister. So hopefully our team cars can do okay. We've got 18 laps to go. We need to run 6 more laps if we want to stretch this out with 1 more stop. And I think that's going to be pivotal, is to spend as less time on pit road, although Norris is on ultras, which is interesting indeed. It looks like Norris may make an extra stop and push those ultras as far as he can. Not sure. But there we go, made up some ground on all of those cars that were on the super softs on the first stint. They were able to go a little bit further. So I'm thinking they might be on ultras on the last segment. That's what I think is going to happen here. So 16 laps to go. We need to go 4 more laps around in order to make it on 1 more stop, in order to fill up our tank and make it on fuel. So that's where we are going to sit here. No rain still in the forecast. Enrica's doing a masterful job in holding up traffic away from Falco, who's running 4th. I tell you, it's like whoever gets this engine is cursed, because Falco had it like the last 2 or 3 races and he just couldn't do anything. And then Enrica gets the engine and now she can't do anything. In fact, she's getting passed like she's standing still, which is not good. So 14 laps to go. We need to go 2 more laps. So hopefully our tires will last the distance of 14 laps, so we don't have to come down and fuel up at least. If we push tires, then we just do a tire swap down and away, and we don't have to wait on fuel, which seems to be the longest part of a pit stop. So we need to make sure that we can go the distance there. Falco is starting to get into the gray area. 13 laps to go. There'll be 12 laps to go next time by. He could pit this time around, but I think I'm going to stretch them 1 more lap here. I think we can do that. We'll keep Enrica managing her tires. Falco, you will pit next time by if you please, for your last set. It's going to be a lengthy pit stop because we're going to top it off and get every drop of fuel in the tank that we can. I think Falco can now attack, see if he can make up as much ground as he can here. He's got open track, so he should be able to push the difference here. And then once he comes around, we will tell him to just do a regular old push. Enrica, you pit next time by. No water in the forecast. Your super softs. Fill up the tank as much as you can, please. Matter of fact, there's 10 laps remaining after the pit stop. We'll save a few seconds. We'll just take as much fuel as we need. All right, Falco down and away. Pit stop complete. So that is the last time Falco is going to be on pit road. He's around guys on very chewed up tires, so he just needs to sort of pace himself. Enrica leading the race. Looks like Floridi might be on a similar strategy here. They may be trying to go to the point where they can just make it on supers. So Enrica comes out in 15th, and that should be the last pit stop of the day. So we are 15 and 18 seconds back. I think we are all set up to pass those guys when they come down pit road, but if they put on ultras, which I believe they are going to do, it may not turn out well in our favor. They may just chew right through the competition. So there will be no rain. 40% chance was bupkis, which is exactly what I thought was going to happen here. We've got excess fuel in the tank, so we could burn a little bit more. Car condition is still looking okay. Suspension was taking a beating on Enrica's car, but Falco looks like he may be able to turn it up with, say, 5 laps to go. We'll go up 1 tick. All right, so Griffin is coming to pit road this time. Looks like the tires are starting to get into their blister zone. We want to take care of them for a few more laps time, because we're finishing the race on these tires. We have 1 more spot to make up to get into the sponsor objective, and Norris will have to pit again. In fact, there is Norris there, the Chuckmeister having to pit. Now, he'll probably be on ultras, virtual safety car. So Enrica is out of the points as it stands. Falco, I think we can do okay. If we pit Enrica now for ultras, that may be the way to go. Let's pit her for ultras. We don't need any fuel. It'll just be a 2-second stop, and then we can turn Enrica up. All right, let's get Falco on the conserve. All right, so the virtual safety car, 40 seconds left. Is she going to get to pit road with enough time on the virtual safety car? I believe she will. So she's going to take ultras here, still be in the virtual safety car window, down and away. She should win the race off pit road, and then we are going to tell her, turn up. Falco, turn up. So Enrica comes out exactly where she was, but now she's got fresh ultras on that car with excess fuel. I think it's only a matter of time before Enrica works her way up to the front. Especially with these cars right in front of her here. There's some on chewed up ultras. There's like 1 on just regular softs. I think that was a good net gain. That was a good net gain indeed. We have excess fuel for Falco, 4 laps to go. He's riding in 4th, and everyone around him has similar tires. So I think we can actually scale back on Falco just a bit, but Enrica's going to go. Enrica is going to go for broke, make those passes, push that button, get around him. 3 laps to go, 4 in the tank. This is going to be really good for Enrica here. So 3 laps to go, really pushing those tires. Conditions okay. With 2 laps to go, I'm going to give her the overtake button. And yeah, Falco's doing okay. I think he'll be fine. 2 laps to go. Let's go ahead and push and overtake and give Enrica the overtake button. So Enrica is going to be coming around in 5th. Falco is her next target, interestingly enough. I know you have no tire wear, but you're coming to 1 lap to go, Enrica. Push everything you got. Final lap, 21% on the tires. Let's do it. 16% on the tires, 23 on Falco. Let's just maintain a bit. She's really chewing through those tires. Go neutral. She's going to lose all these spots because the tires just gave up. Go. Go, Enrica, go. 0% on the tires, and she comes across in 8th. So no points for Enrica. We pushed her a little bit too hard on the tires. We almost timed it well. So Bergman and Cruz, Hammer AMR, of course, finished first and second because why wouldn't they? We had a good plan for Enrica, and it was a good net sun game. Like, she was 11th before the pit stop. So she did gain 3 spots, but I should have kept her managing her tires just a little bit better. So that was my fault. She couldn't make those ultras last 6 laps. Hopefully some people cheated. That would be awesome. Let's continue, please. Yeah, no one cheated, and Ibarra got the fastest lap. So Enrica did not. She's got the engine, but she didn't get any points. Falco gets 3 for the team. So 76 behind. Spartan may be a long shot. We've got 4 races to go. It's still within reach. The overall championship is way out of reach, but I think we can be okay. We'll get our prize money for 3rd in the overall championship. We'll be able to make some parts, have a really good car next year. I'm feeling really good. And if only Enrica could have held on to those tires just a few more laps, we might have snuck in a few more precious points. All right, so let's take a look at the driver morale. 100%, all well and good. Chairman is happy because, you know, 100%. We hit our sponsor objectives, so we staunched the bleeding a bit. $5.8 million left. With just a scant few 4 races to go. So I'm feeling more optimistic about a part. I really am, because once this sponsor fires after the next race, and then we've got a few more races at the end of the year, we can definitely make a part, I think. All right, car condition upgrade. See, Enrica pummeled that car. Pit crew review. 3.8, that's nice. Must respond, we have an interview here. Just missed out, is he devastated? When you're a driver dedicated as Falco. And all that good stuff. All right, so that is going to do it for me in this episode of Motorsport Manager, ladies and gentlemen. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in. And next race, we head to Japan, the Suzuka circuit here. Looking really good. Medium tire wear, I'm guessing a lot of super soft tire pit stops. But we'll run on the softs. We'll see if we can sneak one by. But that's going to do it for me. Take care.